The actual assembly of the Dowelmax rotor lift is very straightforward, and the whole process takes approximately 20 to 30 minutes. Now what we're showing here is a typical router top, rear edge towards you. Now to begin, we rotate the top upside down, again with the rear section towards you. After that, we take the Dowelmax lift assembly, and once again we turn it upside down with the hinge or rear assembly towards you. Now we're going to center on the top. Now it is essential that all these three edges are all absolutely flush. That's pretty good. And then we lightly clamp the assembly. We're going to drill pilot holes so this prevents any unwanted movement. Now we're flush here, flush there, and we're right in the center. Now what we're about to do now is attach the top plate to the router top, and we have 8 access holes together with clearance holes to achieve that. Now whether your material is phenolic or MDF, it is better to drill pilot holes to accept the screws, and you use the clearance holes for guidance. It is also essential to make sure you don't drill through the top of the router top. I'm just going to install 2 screws in this. And that's the first step complete. The next step is to secure the assembly to the router stand. First of all, we install it, we center it, and it's really important that we ensure that these 3 faces are flush with the back end of the stand, both at that end and at this end. Once you've done that, centered it, everything's in position, you can open it partially and install the strut which is provided using the openings on the top and bottom. Now at that point you can recheck your positioning and your flush at the back end and install 2 clamps, one at each side here. Once the clamps are installed and your position is correct, you can remove the strut, open and support the router top. Now it's important that you support it. Do not let it rotate more than 180 degrees or you'll severely stress the hinge and the material in this area. Now you'll notice that 2 fastenings have been omitted from the hinge plate here and here, and we're going to use those to secure the assembly to the stand. And once that's done, we can also determine the position of the rail related to this plate here and drill and countersink a hole in this area and on the 2 sides here and here. Now if your router stand is steel, you use a 3/16 drill to drill through here, using these holes as a guide, through the steel stand, and secure it with countersunk bolts, nut washers and nuts. can remove the clamps. And that's the next step complete. Now we've secured and fixed the router, and the last and final step is installation of the gas springs. Now these gas springs can be installed with using the strut. However, I want to be able to show you just exactly the way these struts go on. Now the cylinder goes to is uppermost. Now we can use the strut again. Remove the strut. Now these gas springs are very high pressure, so it renders the whole system very stable. Now you have complete access to all the adjustments, and the system is very stable both in the upper and lower positions.